The UK will have more deaths than births this year. And this will change everything for the country, from the way its society operates, the way its economy functions. Here's what you need to know. For decades now, the UK, much like other Western nations, has been suffering from low birth rates. Effectively, women and families are not having enough children in order to sustain the population. For years, countries in the West have relied heavily on immigration to help fill these gaps. But as Western nations in particular push back against immigration and change their attitudes towards welcoming people in, this signals an eventual slowdown of population growth and, in fact, a reversal in the coming years. Now, what does this mean for everyday citizens, everyday people living within these countries? Well, the first things first is that things are going to get more expensive. Things are going to get more expensive because labor costs are going to go up. Labor costs are going to go up across the board. The second thing is people have to pay higher taxes. This is a very uncomfortable truth, but higher taxes are going to be necessary to fund a society that is inherently older. And that's what happens first in this demographic shift is the population ages. Now, as the population starts to decline in subsequent years, we'll start to see the need for services, the need to keep up certain things like infrastructure fall to the wayside. Because countries have credit, just like us as individuals. And if that credit slips because they can't make their debts paid, well, then they can't get money at a cheap rate. So things like roads and railways, they'll start to deteriorate as a result. Now, is this all gloom and doom? I hope not. But it is a stark reality that things will start to change very quickly. And the one thing we have to remember about demographic change, specifically around birth rates, is that you just don't turn it around overnight. So even if every woman in the United Kingdom today had decided they were going to have 2 or 3 or even 4 children, it takes years for these children to show up as adults in the labor market and turn around the economy. So we're in for the bare minimum a 20 to 30-year challenge in the UK. And of course, this is coming for other nations too. And we've seen it in other nations already, places like Japan, South Korea, and China. Even here in the United States, we can expect that in the coming years, this will happen because it's happening in a majority of states and counties already. Now, what do you think? Should we be working to turn around the birth rate? Should we be focusing more on how we adjust to this new demographic reality? Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know what you think. And of course, subscribe to my Substack for deeper dives on these subjects at populationnext.com. That's populationnext.com.